What's up, everybody? This is BakaBites. I'm Frankfurter. That is magically average. And today we've got a news packed day, both good, bad, and the weird today. But before we get into that, wanted to talk a little bit. Or not we, I had a weekend this weekend at QuakeCon, and I was playing a little guessing game before we started recording, in which I had a projector hooked up to my computer all weekend long, and I was just putting anime on one of the walls. Would you care to guess how many complete shows slash seasons I got through?
S- Uh, uh, mm, we'll do seasons. I'm gonna
Okay,
guess if each
I'll have
season is
to.
12 episodes, each episode is 20-ish minutes long. That means you can get through 3 episodes an hour. 4 hours is a full season. But equations going through brain, trying to calculate. I'm going to guess roughly 18 seasons.
So, in seasons, I really got to look this up
All right,
because
let
I
me do
don't.
shows then. You got
Uh,
through 11 different shows.
no, I
S-
got through four.
Oh,
I got through all of Freerun.
so
I
that's
got through
basic.
all of that's 28 episodes.
Okay.
All of Keep Your Hands Off Isekin, which is 12.
Yeah, only 12.
The first season of Apothecary Diaries, which was the last show I played, which is 24, and then all of Yu Yu Hakusho,
Oh, that's a lot.
which is 112 episodes.
Okay, so I wasn't far off. Fuck you, you
No,
dick.
you weren't.
I was
You weren't
like,
far off, but
yeah. Damn. Yeah, that's like rough math in my head. That's like 16 to 17 seasons equivalent, like of
something
anime.
like that.
Okay.
Yeah, although Yu Yu Hakusho is weird, and they split their arcs into seasons. So
Let's
the
just assume
yeah,
12 episodes a season. Okay, we'll just do
like the
that.
Dark Tournament is fucking the one season.
That's so
So
stupid.
dumb. I know. But anyways, had a fun weekend. If you were there, hope you had fun too. But we're getting into the news today. Crunchyroll's put out a couple things, and we really should talk about them. First and foremost, we're going to Anime News Network, where they are reporting Crunchyroll partners with Delta to offer anime as in-flight entertainment. Crunchyroll announced on Monday that it will offer specially curated anime on Delta flights later this year as in-flight entertainment on seat-back screens. The company did not specify which series will be available, but it teased 2,000 titles and 50,000 episodes. It will share more details in the future. Um, and then it goes into just more about Crunchyroll as a company and how they launched a YouTube premium channel this year, yada yada yada. Now, this is interesting to me because on one hand, I'm like, this is great for the fact that maybe I don't have to download and like that much anime anymore for flights and just kind of watch on the plane itself. But then I had all the follow up questions. A, is it gonna be free? I assume so. If it's reporting that it is, I don't think it's gonna be like a premium add-on to where you have to be like a Delta Platinum Plus customer, in order for it to you to utilize the benefits of it.
Yeah.
And then B, 2,000 titles is a lot. However, like, what are they? I guess there's really no way of combating it because they don't even do it with movies. But what are they doing to combat like a child just watching, some show that they shouldn't be watching? Because God knows, 2,000 titles, you're gonna get a few titles in there that are gonna be like your high school DxD.
Well,
Which if
I
you're
mean, it's
watching that on a plane, kudos to you, but fucking why?
I give you full pro. If I look over and I see a dude just like arms crossed, laid back, nodding, and
Boost!
it's just he's got big old biddies on the screen, I'd be like, good on you, sir. I mean, they do say specially curated, so I guess there's going to be someone or a team of people scouring through and determining which ones are appropriate. But at the same time, too, they don't. There's a lot of movies they have up there at times where there's just full nudity. Like I can't remember what flight I was on. If it was my flight to Japan or way back when my wife and I flew to London for a long trip too. But like I watched The Big Lebowski and it was not censored. There's like the
Oh,
whole like dream sequence scene, and I'm just like
yeah.
covering up the screen, like, oh god, hope no one thinks I'm a pervert.
Too
So,
late.
yeah, I I don't think you can combat it, right? It's the same thing with like YouTube or any streaming site. Like they offer kids channel where you can like direct your child to only go to the kids channel, and then they like it's a limited library of strictly kids media on like YouTube and Netflix and whatever. But like there's nothing stopping a 8-year-old from just bypassing that and be like, I'm gonna go to the regular channel and just start watching, fucking, I don't know, Berserk, we'll say, if they throw Berserk up there, you know? So
Yeah.
I I don't think they can. It's really up to the parents. Presumably, I think the idea is that if you're stuck on a plane and you're a child, likely you got your parents nearby. If not, probably bad parenting. And in fairness, that child probably should deserve to watch some anime.
I mean, if you got 3 kids all sitting in a row and then the parents are sitting next to them in the across the aisle,
Yeah,
it's like, they've got no control.
yeah.
That
And
fucking
if you
kid in the
and
window
if you
seat's having a good old
and if
time.
you have the money to be able to afford that many tickets, then yeah, fuck you. I hope your kids watch some horrible like Elfen Lied or some bullshit that like just scars them.
Off to Disneyland they go. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh god, Titans are attacking. They're real. So, yeah, I'm kind of on the same side as you too with like is it actually going to be free? Cuz there's when I saw this, I got excited, but then I had the same hesitation as you because I think of hotels where they're like, "We have Netflix." And you're like, "Oh, sweet, Netflix." But then they're like, "You have to log into your own account." And you're like, "Fuck you. What do you mean?"
That's just
That's
a
just
normal smart
yeah, it's just
TV.
yeah, exactly. I'm like I'm better off just hooking up my laptop to your TV. Why would that's dumb. Let me
Why would I
watch what
put
I
my
want to watch.
information on your TV?
Oh my god, yeah. Like the amount of times where I've logged into a Netflix and there's just I see like Jimmy, Diane. It's just I'm like, log out of your things. Oh my god, people. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be interesting. I
'Cause,
don't
like, I could totally see this being one of those, like, Delta Premium Plus members. If you
yeah.
log into your account, you can have
I
Crunchyroll.
I will say not just because I'm a Delta slappy, because I live in a Delta hub. Okay, so that's basically our only option. Um, they've been improving a lot with the like in-flight amenities. It's like if you have a Delta account, you just need a Delta account. It's free. You can get Wi-Fi. Like improved their beverage and snack service. They like improved a lot of their like upgrade amenities and stuff like that. So that's nice. Like they always update their entertainment systems too with new movies and TV shows. So I I'll be interested to see though because knowing how the infotainment system works, I'm wondering if it's going to be like a click here to go to Crunchyroll, or if it's going to be like a here's TV shows and a section of it is just going to be genre anime, and then they're just going to have like a whole slew of anime to choose from. But having like 2,000 titles
That's
available is
yeah.
insane. Like they don't even have that many across the movies and TV shows they have. Period. Like you probably have like couple hundred to select from, I would imagine, but like 2,000 different anime? Like holy poop.
Yeah, it's
I
it's definitely a lot.
I think my prediction is that they're going to limit this to like international flights, like nothing domestic. Or maybe like if it's domestic it's
Hmm.
over like 3 hours. Cuz I think it's like that's where you get like the better entertainment systems and the newer planes and stuff. So I
Right.
imagine that's going to be
Good thing I
how
live
they're going to roll it.
central United States, so all of my flights are, like, 2.5 to maybe 3 hours.
Yeah, Midwest, baby.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that this is gonna come with some sort of caveat. I don't see this just being like, "Hey, we're gonna shell out the money to Sony
Yeah,
to get the rights for all this for our in-flight," and then just be like, "Okay, it's free."
yeah,
I see there being a caveat of some sort, whether it be a Delta, account holder of some sort, of some tier, or you have to log into your own Crunchyroll account.
Did you know Crunchyroll launched on YouTube Prime? I'm reading the second paragraph again,
Yeah.
and I'm like, huh?
Yeah, it's really small though.
Yeah,
But yeah, I did know. It's mostly just like the big popular shonen type shows that are on there.
that makes sense.
But yeah, this is a weird one that I'm to be determined as to how this will
Yeah,
pan out.
I'll
But
let you know in my next flight, and hopefully it has Crunchyroll on it.
it does say later this year. It does not specify a date as to when it's going
Well, I'm,
live.
I'm taking an
But
international flight in December, so I'll
there
report
you go.
back.
But please and thank you. I will say before we move on to our next topic, I do remember occasionally, like back when I was in college, there would be a few flights where there were like actual anime movies.
Oh,
Where there would be like Studio Ghibli movies, or I think occasionally we would get like I would see um shoot, I forget the director off the top of my head, the person who did The Boy and the Beast,
okay.
like his movies, like Your Name and like the
I
bigger type of anime movies. I faintly remember seeing movies there before, but to have TV shows is actually really neat. But
maybe I might just be gaslighting myself, but I feel like on my last flight I saw like Grave of the Fireflies or something.
yeah, I feel like I've seen that too, and that might
Yeah,
just be because they have like a I don't know. I was gonna say they may have a thing with Disney, but Disney doesn't have distribution rights anymore for that,
yeah.
so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, we are going to move on to our next story, which is unfortunately a little bit more of a downer. Still in the
Yes.
Crunchyroll
Surprised we
realm.
didn't start with this one.
Yeah, we probably should have, but we started with the
Oops.
good. We're going to the bad, and we're going to the weird last. So,
Yeah,
with
that's
the
fair.
bad, Crunchyroll announces layoffs, organizational growth model for regional teams. This came around 12:30 Eastern this afternoon via Anime News Network. Entertainment news website Variety reported on Tuesday on a memo that Crunchyroll president Raul Perini sent out to the staff, and it reveals that Crunchyroll is laying off a number of employees. In addition, some employees will expand their scope, meaning, hey, you get more work to do,
Yay.
and others will get new role assignments, which is redundancy. Let's find you a new role.
Yeah.
These changes are effective as of Tuesday in the United States, while layoffs in other countries will follow respective timelines and laws. Perini also stated in the memo that the staff believes, quote, the right path forward is a new organizational model that supports regionally empowered teams to lean into anime fandom even further. As such, Crunchyroll will build engineering hubs in the US, Mexico, and India to spark innovation and fuel transformation, end quote. The company is also reevaluating how to strengthen its fan experience. And then it goes into what
What is
basically
Crunchyroll is?
copy and paste. Yeah, what
Yeah.
Crunchyroll is basically copy and paste from the last article.
Yeah.
This is really unfortunate to see, especially for the fact that like I get it, like you're changing things around, so you gotta hire new people in other countries and let go people in this country, which you don't really want to see. But at the same time, like it is a company. I get it. You're trying new things.
Yeah.
Um, what I don't understand is, and we semi discussed it briefly before, is what the fuck is an engineering hub? Is it like are
So
they just gonna be like, hey, we have a recording booth now in Mexico and India, and the voice actors from this country are going to come here instead of having local talent in the United States who are maybe native speakers or self-taught or whatever.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think we didn't even talk about that before, but that's honestly not a bad theory in fairness. My what I had assumed, because they were very strategic in the locations they picked, where it was that these engineering hubs would act as like the new regional, it says like regional empowered teams, and they would Crunchyroll would transition into kind of a similar system like Netflix, where it's like Netflix North America or US, Netflix France, Netflix Japan. Like it would be like Crunchyroll United States, Crunchyroll Mexico, or North America as a whole, Crunchyroll Asia, Crunchyroll Europe. Like I'm wondering if they're doing that. But honestly, seeing that it's Mexico and India, you have a large population in India, and a handful of different languages, I believe, just in India alone. And then Mexico, obviously, the native language is Spanish, which is probably the second biggest next to English in North America alone for translated subtitles. So it could just be purely like, hey, we're gonna set up regional locations to help distribution, well, subtitling, translating, distributing anime that are, that we've licensed. So could
Yeah.
be.
I
That's not a
I
bad
I
theory.
also just had I also just had the thought of, like, where in the world does Crunchyroll, like, exist? Because we have, like, High Dive, Crunchyroll. High Dive infamously, if last year or 2 years ago,
That was last year.
narrowed down where its service provides, like, where it provides service, so it's like,
Yep.
are these areas that they actually provide service for before, and now they're just expanding their, kinda name
Yeah.
brand outward into, like, because Netflix, I will say, when I VPN into Netflix to watch Fragrant Flower, holy fuck, there's so much more anime on Netflix than there is in the United States, like,
Oh
it's
yeah.
insane. So
Well,
I'm wondering if they are trying to, like, branch out to other countries to be like, "Hey, we wanna grab some of that market share for ourselves."
for people who aren't aware too, Crunchyroll isn't like Netflix, Hulu, even like HBO, in the sense that it is very much region specific. Like, to my knowledge, Crunchyroll is not in existence in Japan. It's not like a Japanese streaming service, I don't believe. Or if it is, it's very, very small. There's a handful of like East Asian specific streaming services that usually are the ones that get the licenses after they're televised, that and then they go to. Same thing here. Like, we have Hulu for a lot of our anime. Disney Plus is actually the one that is in a lot of the other countries, like in East Asia too. We had that whole conversation when Summertime Rendering was locked in jail forever, and how it was actually available on Disney Plus in other countries. So, like, Crunchyroll is different in that regard from like other, like what we've categorized, I guess, as being like global streaming services. So yeah, maybe this is kind of their way of stepping back in and being like, hey, we're a premier streaming service in, North America and Europe. We understand that we're kind of, you know, jumping into a market that's dominated heavily by these other services because, anime usually originates out of Japan almost entirely.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe they're trying to get in there. Honestly, though, I think based on the comment on how they're trying to, quote, spark innovation and fuel transformation on top of strengthening fan experience, my guess is that they're trying to get anime dubbed and released simulcast more frequently, like for almost all of their anime. Is what I
So that way it's not
hypothesize.
coming into one office, one recording booth, okay, get in one dub, okay,
Yeah.
next dub, etcetera. That
Yeah,
I
like
can see
having
that being
teams,
true as well.
yeah, like having teams in India, teams in Mexico, teams in the US that are like, okay, you are our core teams for translating in our, like, the main languages that we usually see most of our viewer base streaming from.
I could see that being,
We're going to give you the
an answer as
tools.
well.
Yeah, we're going to give you the tools and capabilities to be able to push out anime a little bit quicker. Well, from a dubbing perspective, it could be totally
Right.
different too. Like, I see fan experience, and honestly, my first thought was maybe they're trying to do more conventions, like Anime Expo or Anime NYC, where it's
Well,
Crunchyroll sponsored, but major conventions in those regions too. Like, you could do one
yeah.
for Mexico, you can do one because, I mean, there's a large anime population in Mexico too, and I think there's a growing, to some degree, in anime population in India too. So it doesn't surprise me if they're like, you know what, when we think about how we want to really bolster our fans and how they view our streaming service and how they view us as a company, let's give more of an international footprint to our conventions because they do so well. Let's try to do that in Mexico or India or wherever. So
Yeah, I
it
I
could be
can see
that
that
too.
being a thing too. Yeah, I can see that as well, because honestly, I didn't find out until a couple weeks ago that, there's a anime convention out here that is relatively new, and I've heard about, I think it's only, like, 2 years old, called Anime Frontier, and I only
Yeah.
recently found out that it's Crunchyroll sponsored,
Yeah.
like, the entirety of it, so I was like, "Oh, that's pretty neat," but yeah, no, again, I'm not sure what that all means because a bunch of it is corporate
I was gonna
jargon.
say it's corporate mumbo jumbo for the most part.
Yeah, but it really sucks that people are losing their jobs because, like, you look at kind of if you're in the nerdy sphere, like, you look at the video game industry as well in the past few years have been absolutely awful and riddled with layoffs, and it's just like, this is one of those things where it's another just like, "God dang it.
Yeah.
Why can't we have anything nice? Why can't we just keep our talent
The
that we have?"
the hope
Etcetera.
the hope is that it's not an outsourcing situation where it's like the labor is too expensive here, we're going to move elsewhere. The hope is that like, hey, we've reevaluated your position and in the direction that we're going, we really don't have any work for you. So we're going to have to let you go. You know,
Yeah.
you're hoping it's that. Like it still sucks at the end of the day. It's not something that we, are like, yeah, it's a good thing. It's like it's still awful, but it's
Yeah.
a lot different when if you're getting the response from those that are let go that are like, oh yeah, my position just kind of became obsolete based on what I was providing, and they're offering these new, if it's new technology or new innovations or whatever, like basically I didn't have anything to do. You're like, okay,
One
easier to stomach versus like, nah man, they just sent my fucking position like offshore, and now I'm out of a job while some dude's doing it at like half my pay, and at a
and
shittier level.
that just made me think of the fucking, like, Necronomicon whatever fucking
Oh
show
yeah, the
of just, like,
Necronomico,
you
yeah.
hope that they're not being replaced by fucking
Chat
AI.
GPT. Yeah.
Chat GTP, just
You never
bullshit.
say that right. I hope you know that.
No, I
Like
don't.
in every episode
Chat
we've talked about
GBT.
it, and the different TikToks that you've made, it's Chat
Uh,
GPT.
Chat GPT.
There you go.
Chat it just sounds better, Chat
Chat
GTP.
GTP. Jib.
GPT.
Yeah.
Jiminy Christmas. Yeah, you really hope that it's not just AI bullshit that's taking over
Yeah.
these positions. Because when you said that, it was just like, oh, my position's redundant. It's just like, ugh, I hope not. But there is some hope that they are saying like, hey, some people are going to like, uh, get new role
Yeah.
assignments to where like, okay, maybe not everybody like their job no longer exists, but they did get a different role in the company. So you hope
Yeah.
and pray that that happens.
Yep.
That is the bad. We are on to our last topic of the night, and this is the weird. And that is the first Demon Slayer movie, Infinity Castle film, cast Channing Tatum in the English dub. You heard that correctly. Channing Tatum will be a voice actor in the Demon Slayer movie. Crunchyroll announced on Monday that the English dub for Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Infinity Castle, the first film in the Demon Slayer trilogy, has cast actor Channing Tatum, Magic Mike, 21 Jump Street, in the film as Kaizo, along with Rebecca Wang as Koyuki. The English dubs returning voice casts include everybody that you can probably think of under the sun and more. And then copy and paste what Sony Crunchyroll is, because holy shit, this is like legitimately the same line from the past few articles, and then
Yeah,
it
they
goes on to
they
say,
they tend to do that.
yeah,
So
and then it goes on to say like like all the records Demon Slayer movies breaking in Japan. Um, this is
so
something weird.
it is weird. Would you like to know
Oh no,
the other films that Channing Tatum has provided a voice in? There's
do
not a
tell.
ton, but I am surprised at how many. So
Oh,
there's
interesting.
originally he voiced one character in The Simpsons, which at this point I don't think there's an actor in Hollywood that has not voiced a
Been in
character
the
in The
Simpsons.
Simpsons. So he was Superman in the Lego movie and all of the other spin-offs. So
Okay.
the Lego Batman movie, and the Lego Movie 2, yeah, the second part.
Yeah.
He was, let me make sure, he was Joaquin in the Book of Life, which I vaguely remember that movie.
I have no
Vaguely.
recollection of what the hell that is.
He was Migo in Smallfoot, which I have to imagine is something related to Yetis and or Bigfoot.
Sure.
I don't know.
No clue.
And he was George Washington in America, the motion picture,
God damn.
which I also don't know. So he has provided his voice in others. Being in an
And it
anime,
does
though, wildly different, I feel like. Like,
a little bit.
I don't,
Yeah.
none of those roles scream like the level of, how do I want to put this? Not intensity, but it like I don't think it rises to like the outrageousness and over the top nature. I feel like you have to kind of empower in yourself when you're voicing an anime character. Like when you think of like great voice actors for anime, they're all over the top and like just they go all out right with all of their
Ian
performances.
Sinclair.
Yeah. Yeah, thank
Just
you.
think of
Yeah.
Ian Sinclair.
Ian Sinclair. Perfect. Perfect. I know everyone's like getting sick and tired of this voice actor. I still don't mind him. But like Bryce Papenbrook too. You see her like
Yeah.
as Aaron Yeager. You see him in the booth. I can't remember the gentleman's name, but he's the current voice actor, or maybe the second to last voice actor for Goku. I can't remember. But like you see like clips of him like screaming in the booth and going all wild and stuff. Like none of those other roles that Channing Tatum has been in for voice acting, specifically voice acting, scream like, yeah, I feel like he's got the chops to take on this to take on this role. Yeah, I could see him filling in the shoes for as an anime voice actor. Why not? Yeah, let's see it. Let's do it.
The fact that he's just getting cast as a brand new character leads me to believe that this is like, again, I haven't read Demon Slayer. I've only watched it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the story's fine, animation's pretty. We've said it multiple
Thanks,
times, but it's
thanks, you
just
photable.
thanks, Ufotable. My not necessarily concern is that he's just been cast as a demon. What level is he? Is he low on the totem pole that just he barely gets a name? Like he's just somebody's lackey, and he's just like, oh, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
And he has like five
Honestly,
lines in the movie. Or is he a bigger part of this movie? That's something that I'm unsure about.
if you, his name is Kaizo, I think, right? Is
Hmm.
that what it is?
Keizo.
Okay. If we meet this character and they are a tiny little demon gremlin and they show up for like in 2 different scenes and he has 3 lines total and all he does is go I I would give him I would stand up at the end of the film and clap on his behalf.
Just kind of like his role in End of the World or whatever it was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Golly, and if you don't know what that role is and you are over the age of 18, watch that movie. It's fucking weird. It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
He's funny. I'll
Yeah.
say for people that have maybe a jaded perspective on him on some of the earlier roles that he would get in and his maybe lack of initial acting prowess, we'll say, he is pretty funny in certain movies, and I will say he's improved over the years. Now, the question does still stand whether or not that's going to translate over to voice acting in an anime, but
Right.
only time will tell. I am so excited though to hear his voice. He could end up being one of the better voice actors just because of his performance alone, or whatever voice he chooses to do.
Let's go.
Or
Let's go.
no, not that. Or
I'm sorry.
he could become Vin Diesel and just say
I am Groot.
3 words over and over and over again.
To Vin Diesel's credit, he did say it in all the languages for the movie. Like he learned all the for that. Like
It's only 3 fucking words. It's not It's not hard. You say that like it's a challenge.
Sure.
Like he had to memorize a soliloquy in like 10 different languages. He said, "I am Groot." All right, now say it in French. Je Groot. Okay. Now say it in Spanish.
Soy Groot.
Soy Groot. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, no, I was just like, yeah. I always say
Grootas.
Groot. I always say that is my favorite. That is his best performance in any role is as Groot.
You're not wrong.
It's only 3 lines and you can't fuck it up all too much. But I did not have Channing Tatum becoming an anime character on my 2025 bingo card. So this is certainly a shock.
Yeah, bonus didn't have on my
Do
bingo card either was freaking Tom Brady wearing a One Piece shirt in
Oh
a
yeah,
podcast.
that was weird too.
So that was very odd and off-putting to see, but you know what? Sure, why not? Go for it, buddy.
This is probably
You do you, boo boo.
not the right forum to ask this question since we're presenting anime news. Is the Demon Slayer movie, when it releases in September, is it coming out in English right then?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not gonna have like a later release in English or anything like that.
No, they release it at the same time.
Okay,
I will say if you are watching this tomorrow when it releases, which is Wednesday, uh
August 13th.
just or if you're watching this before Friday, reminder, if you are looking forward to the Demon Slayer movie, tickets go up on Friday, August 15th. So mark your calendars, get your credit cards ready,
And
and go buy those tickets.
if you've already watched it illegally, poo poo on you.
Poo poo.
I know that was a whole thing going around. People being like, "Oh my god, the Demon Slayer movie lost out on $100 million." People streaming it on Facebook and Twitter, and I'm like,
welcome to fucking mass media.
yeah, like welcome to welcome to the 2020s. Like every movie. Do you know? I think what was the movie I saw? Oh, frickin'
Freaking laser beams.
frickin' laser beam. Oh my god, why can't I think of it? What is wrong with me? I keep wanting to say Heisenberg. It's not Heisenberg.
Describe the movie.
That's stupid.
Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer. Thank you. I saw people were like posting it on like what looked like they recorded Nokia phone on Facebook and Twitter. And I'm like, first off, kudos to you if you can watch it at 2040p for 3.5 hours, however long that fucking movie is, and understand what's going on. Like, good on you if you can. But like, no one was freaking out about that because guess what? It still made $1 billion. It's gonna be the same thing. It's a ton. One might say it's a made up number. No one's. I mean, yes. Should you do it? No. It's illegal. It's frowned upon. Do not record and post online. You can get in serious trouble. You know that disclaimer before movies where it's like, any reproduction of this without the copyrighted don't do it, fuck nut.
You're gonna
remember that?
Cactus up the ass.
Yeah. Like that's there for a reason to tell you not to. But are people still gonna do? Yeah, they're gonna do it. Should you feel bad that Demon Slayer lost out on a hypothetical $100 million plus? No, because they still made an ass ton of money. Is any of that money gonna get sprinkled down to all the animators and people that are chained to their desk at Ufotable who did it? No, it's all gonna go to the pockets of the fucking studio so they can be like, more projects, please. Get to work.
We have 3 Demon Slayer movies. We can cut the last one into 2.
You haven't seen your family in months. We are your family. Get back to work. Yeah.
My dumb brain, when you were like, if you watched
Oh, no.
it illegally, poo poo on you. My dumb brain was like, and tell us, how was Channing Tatum's voice?
Oops.
Fully just like brain fart, not realizing. Yeah, no, Frank, we just talked about this. It's September 12th.
Your brain flatlined there. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like, if you're watching it, okay, let's say the illegal streaming happened and it was like predominantly English speaking countries that were watching the like Facebook feed or Twitter feed or whatever it was of the movie.
Because we know in Japan they were just sitting in chairs and waiting for the next film.
Yeah, exactly. Let's say you did watch it illegally. How the fuck did you know what they were saying? It doesn't have English subtitles. It's in Japanese. Yes. In Japan theater.
Something Tanjiro. Yeah. Something
Nezuko.
Hashira. Something
Fire breathe.
Sugoi.
Yeah. Like, that's the other stupid thing that no one spoke about because everyone's just like, oh my God, everyone watched it illegally. Millions of billions of gajillions of dollars lost. And I'm like, who the fuck cares? These dipshits didn't know what was happening other than the pretty colors that were taking place. Like, they couldn't understand words. It's in a different language. There's going to be like the handful of people like, I actually speak fluent Japanese and I know. It's like, good for you. But 99.99% of the American population, spoiler alert, barely even knows how to speak English. So they sure shit don't know Japanese fluently. Like
Yeah,
it's like no one talked about that. It's just
the
like,
the the
oh,
absolute definition of fucking just pretty
dense,
pictures across the
just
screen.
pure. It's that meme from the one character from Incredibles movie 2, and it's like, how fucking dense are you? Focusing on the money, not focusing on the fact that no one understood what was happening. But anyway, I
Yeah.
am kind of excited for it.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna
I
watch it. Am I gonna
Yeah.
watch it day 1? I don't think so,
Yeah,
but
no.
I'm probably go first weekend.
Well, knowing my theaters, they're gonna be like, it's showing tonight.
1 weekend only.
Yeah, it's showing tonight, 2:30 in the morning. And if you don't get there at 2:30 in the morning, it's showing tomorrow at
At
5 a.m. What? No,
and then
please.
it'll be showing again on Monday afternoon at 12 PM.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Specifically while you're working with plenty of meetings to buffer your inability to actually go to the theater, to sneak away to the theater.
Yeah, no, this was a silly one that I was just like, "Okay, we need to end it on this one because the fucking
I
layoff news is intriguing, but also very sad."
Yeah.
Like, it's
I
you never wanna have somebody lose their job due to redundancy or anything like that, but
I love I again, I will be the first one to stand up and applaud at the end of the movie, credits roll, when I see Channing Tatum's name next to the character named Kaizo. And if that character's only job is to run out and just go blah, 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 for like in two
like,
different scenes, it's a standing ovation. Congratulations. It's like it's the end. It's the one scene from fucking Neon Genesis. Congratulations. Congratulations.
and congratulations, you made it to the end of this episode. We thank you so much for joining us this week. It's a shorter episode because it's slow news week, but at the
Yeah.
same time, it was a fun news week minus the one story. So
Yeah.
thank you for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. We will be back next week with a brand new episode. But if you want more of us, please go to our socials at Baka&Co Podcast, where we are trying to post daily, most likely at least 3 times a week at this point.
Don't put a number
Um,
to it. You keep saying this every
we're
time.
we're
Ugh.
doing our best, okay?
We got a lot of stuff going on in the background.
Yes, we do. But at Baka&Co Podcast, everywhere you can find our stupid little faces. We greatly appreciate it. Until next time, everyone, Spark Triumph. We'll see you then.